Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, I'm working still on this Mercedes. The whole bulb cleanup and everything went perfect, but still we have a little bit of a problem with the injector values. And the customer uses this for his business, so he wants to make sure the car is running good. So I have two injectors, original from Mercedes. Let me show you. I already opened one because I wanted to try the tool. This is the part number for this car specifically is A642070-1487. They already replaced a couple injectors on this car before, but the dealer gave them the wrong part number as 1187. Also, some dealer told the customer, and we actually rechecked the information that the 1187 is not suitable for U.S. markets. So I'm going to replace that one. And the number five, which you already probably will have seen the video that I record before this one, where the values on injector 5 and 1 are off the chart, and even the scanner recommends me to go ahead and replace those. So that's what I'm doing. So I have the injectors, and another thing that I'm going to do is I bought the Borescope from Oasis Scientific. You guys probably saw before the one that I have. This is a new one, specific for diesels. I mean, you can use it for a lot of other stuff, but let me get the other one. These are articulated borescopes, which are really, really good. So I bought this one, the one I'm about to show you, a few months back, and I'm very happy with it. But then I tried to use it on in the diesel. So this is the one I have. As you can see, is flexible, and you can articulate it only one way. But I mean, it works really good for gas engines and so on. It's a little short compared to this one. But one thing that I want to show you is this. Look at the size of the probe. This is where the camera is. A beautiful thing from this one is that you can bend it this way, and without moving it, you can bend it the other way. So I'm hoping to see everything inside the cylinders, just to give a full um, idea to the customer how the engine is. I also purchased from Out on Airs the diesel glow plug adapter for the WPS 500 from Picoscope, but USPS got a problem with my delivery. It was supposed to be here. Today is Monday. It was supposed to be here on last Friday, and they send it someplace else. So I'm not even know when I'm going to get it. So that's going to be a little bit of a hold. I also want to show you the tool that you need to remove injectors. This is the puller for those injectors. This is just a way that you will use to bang the injector out. Since these ones were installed not too long ago, I don't think we're going to have any problems with that. And the way these, yeah, they will, screw in there. It just fits in here like that, and then you just pry it out. So this is the puller for those injectors. I got to put the um, fender covers. I'm just trying to show you what I got. What else I was going to show? Well, let's keep going with the repair. Forgot. Obviously, I do have this uses a special grease to install the injectors, and that is the part number. It's OEM Mercedes. Also, you're supposed to replace the bolts and washers. The bolt that holds the bracket holds down the injector. So these are the washers for the injectors. I got 6 just in case I needed more. No matter what, these are cheap, and whatever is left I will give to the customer. And these are the bolts that hold the injectors down. So we have everything ready to go. I already had the cover off, just for sake of not delaying too much on the video. And like I said, let me put some fender covers. These are always next to my bench in here. I like to keep the car protected as much as possible. And I have some on this side as well. I'm not going to be doing too much on like before that we were doing the intake cleanup, the intake ports, but still I like to keep it protected. All right, so to get access to the injectors, all you need to do, well, pull this out, just on the way. Uh, you need to just loosen up the filters and obviously get them out of the way. This one is the one is a little harder to get off. Not much. You don't need to remove the intake center hose. I don't like to touch that uh, as much as I can, just to keep the seal always good on the turbo, which is one of the main problems these vehicles always have. It's a leak right there at the injector, sorry, at the turbo. So we're going to be using the E10, which if you see, again, the playlist that I put on this car, you will know that there's a lot of the bolts that they use for this car. I like to remove also this bracket to get the filter out. And like that, I can get the harness. Sorry if I'm a little bit on your way. I'm trying to make sure that you guys can see good. So let me actually get the camera on a better angle. And a closer angle. I think that's perfect. All right, so we need to pull this out of here. Disconnect the duct for the filter. And this one is just held by two E10s too. One right here, a short one, and then the long one on the back. Same thing on both sides. You can pull the bolts out. So now all you need to do is push the filter this way to get it off the intake hose and just pull it out. This one you have to come this way. Let me see if I'm saying it right. So it's a little bit of a fight to get it off. Is this way or that way? I think it's the front first. A little tight. Yeah, it's the front first and then out. And you can do the same thing when you're removing the air filters. Again, the things you need to disconnect. Obviously, the fuel rail. Make sure that you let the car sit at least for 10-15 minutes before you do any work, so the pressure will bleed out. Try to get the socket for the rails. They got a magnetic tray. It always gets attached to the toolbox. All right, so that is a 17 millimeter, and we need an 18 wrench for the rail side right here. Let's just loosen them up. As you can see, there is no pressure in there, which is the way you need to work. Pull the lock on the connector for the injector, and I usually just use a pick from behind to not break the connector tab. That's it. This one has a kind of like a clip also that holds it on the back cover. I like to just push them off the way. On the return line, all you need to do is pull it up. Some are always a little hard to get. That one is easy, not so bad. All right, and then it's just like a ring on the outside of that. And then after you do that, just pull the hose up. It's gentle, don't break anything. It's rubber hose, so not a problem. So this is the ring that you need to pull up. When you install it, you just push it down. That's it. I'm just gonna put that on the side. Now I can get the socket. First for the remove the fuel line. I'm gonna put that here. Easy to get. Now I need a T45 to the bolt. It's a T45 or T40. Where are the bolts? So I'm giving you the right size of torque. T40. Just gonna put this bolt back in the back for now. And this bolt will be discarded. I always try by hand first. Again, these injectors, I don't think they're gonna be too tight. With a magnet, just grab the yaw that holds down. This has a position, you will see it has a like a ball bearing right in the bar cover, let's say. Well, this one will sit. I'm gonna put this right here. Yeah. You see, this injector was just very soft and it's brand new. One thing that I want to show in the camera, hopefully the camera can pick that up. So this is a 64207, the 1187, and it has to be 1487. So this is not right for this car. I'm gonna put this injector away just for now, and I'm gonna get the camera connected to my hotel, which is the easiest way to do this. Let me get new gloves. These gloves are really dirty. I don't want to grab my camera with dirty hands. It's expensive. I hope it works well. I just connected before to a scanner just to see the resolution, and it seems to be very good. But we'll see inside the cylinder in a second. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just changing my gloves, getting everything ready for you. A nice thing about the hotel, this is the Maxis Elite. It has a built-in Borescope or inspection camera, they call that. Let's go back here. And that's a digital inspection that I'm going to be using. And this is the BBDIA D3245. It's a 4.5 millimeter thick. That's the thickness of the probe, and it's a 1.5 meter Sloan. Let's go what, like 5 feet. Oop. So with this one, you need to plug first before you open the app on the hotel. Well, as you can see, it's a plug and play, which is awesome. Let me see, how can I adjust the light? I'm just getting familiar with it. So I'm trying to set up the light to less. It doesn't seem to work. Seems only to have like one side. Oop. We'll see. All right, can I make it? Trying to change the brightness. This is fixed. I don't know. It's unlocked. Yeah. All right. So let's get it inside the bore. You guys can see anything in there? Let me put the thing here. And let me get you a closer look. And that we both see. One thing I don't know is the position of the piston. This is just our stop in here. Oh wow, that resolution is fantastic. I mean, let me turn this light off. Oh wow, that's the bore where the injector seats. And I'm going now in the cylinder in a second. Yeah, the piston is way down, which is perfect for what we need. Seems to be some sort of a, I don't know what that is. See that? It's like a fume in there still of a diesel. Got it out, so yeah, I can see. You see that? I mean, the injector is not in there, so hard to say with all that. I'm switching the camera around. Perfect. Now we can see the valves, and that's the glow plug. I wonder why is that dust in there? Is there still diesel fumes in there? Hope you guys can see all that. Probably will blow some air here. All the valves are closed. But I mean, the resolution is fantastic. I love this camera. Some sort of a fluid in there. I don't know if I should blow some air inside the cylinder to get that off. Seems to be oil. I always make sure the camera is straight. I'm gonna get a, sorry, gonna blow some air to get that moist or fume out of there, so we can see better. But you know, the cylinder looks fine. So I'm going to do is just blow some air to get that and also clean the board in there, just for any oil residue. All right, let's go back in. Turn my camera off. I mean, look at that. Isn't that is a gorgeous image. I'm very happy. Very good resolution. Still, there's a lot of dust in there, but not as bad as it was before. I want to just to take a pic of the cylinder. Oh, that's the piston. So let's take a look all the way around. See how that piston looks. Isn't this gorgeous? Wow, this is perfect. I mean, the car has 169,000 miles, so it's okay to have some oil, but it's actually really clean. No heavy scratches. I'm going up a little. I got oil coming from the tap. I'm going to flip the camera more. So it has, carbon and oil deposits on the tab. So that is just the residue from the same oil rings. And whatever diesel left seems to maybe, I'm not sure if I can call that valve seals too. The actual seal on the stem, not the valve sealing. Uh-oh. I don't like that. Looks like a crack. Is that it can be a crack? It's a little hard to say. It's a different in color. Take a picture of that. I didn't mean to say to do that. Those are save files. Let's take a picture. All right, that's just for the records. I'm gonna go back a little more. A little hard to say. It's like a color difference. I cannot call that a crack because you can see that that's also the difference in the color. So it's like the injector pattern. When it's on. Let me see if I can dim this or brighten it more. I'm not sure. Seems like I can change the LED brightness, but well, I get at least I got light. I'm, just going around again one more time, seeing the other balls. So you got that same thing here. That might be, just when the injector sprays, and those are the marks you see because it's all the way around, so nothing to worry about it. Now, yep. I mean the image is so good. It's great. Now let me get back to straight mode. Now I'm pulling it out. I got 24 or 27. 27. Just looking for the socket. 30, 27 dip. That should work. Well, that's just my hand or socket is slipping off the actual. Ooh, careful what you're spinning. There's a lot of sharp edges in here. I didn't got cut, but almost. Let me see if we can see anything on the valves now. You don't need much spinning in order to get those open. Another nice thing about these cameras, you can submerge it in gasoline and diesel without an issue. I'm going up. All right, we got, looks like exhaust open. Trying to find a good position so we can see. Yes, bear with me. I have my light on, yeah. Let me get you guys closer. And that glare is fantastic, right? How about that? I mean, glare is always going to be here, right? I don't want my scanner to fall. I like the looks a lot better. But I need to see too, right? So, how about that? Ooh, no, that's horrible. All right, let me see what I can do. That's better for you guys. I can work it. I can see. Just spinning the camera to see. Yeah, the valve sealing looks pretty good. One thing I don't know for the position of this is if that is intake or exhaust. Sometimes the size will tell us, but it looks like these valves got almost the same size. Keep turning my light on. Well, easy. Let's look at the glow plug. That will be our intake side. So we have exhaust open. Let me get the camera off of there and try to spin it more to open the intake valves. I'm gonna have to rotate a little more than that. All right, let's take a pick. Can we get in there? Looks like the piston is all the way up pretty much. Yeah, no. That piston is pretty much all the way to the top, so no need to see more. Let's see if the valves are open now. We might be in the intake stroke. All right, piston is farther down. And the nice thing about this one is so tiny. Yeah, perfect. Oh, wow, that is beautiful. See, now we're on the glow plug side, so that means intake valves. This one looks really pitted, huh? Well, we'll see when the actual car starts. I'm trying to move the camera to pick that up. I'm gonna go down so when I see this, I understand what I was looking at. It's hard to say if it does the ceiling area or what. No, I think the ceiling area is more down, like this right here, not here, because this is not, it's actually, it's good. It's right here. This is not the pitted. No, that's good. And even the glow plug looks really clean. Perfect. So we got a very good idea of the cylinder walls being good. Oil, yes. I mean, I don't think, but look at the walls. You still can see the honing from original, no scratch marks will tell me that we have broken rings or something like that. So I'm very, very happy seeing all this. So, all right, guys, let me first get the camera out of here. Perfect. And I'm going to install the injectors. So it's just reverse order what you just saw here. I don't want to do a super long video because this car has take a lot of time of recording and editing. So I'll be right back.